Okay, Nidaniko Gatdapi. My name is Tony Delaney, and I'm from the Blood Tribe, and I'll be one of the MCs. I'll be the MC, I should say, for today. So today we have competition powwows, and with anything that we do, we're competing. We're competing against everyone else. So the dances, they originate from a group of people throughout North America, throughout the indigenous, different indigenous groups that there are. So for example, the grass dance would originate from the Omaha people, and the Lakota, the Sioux people, years ago anyways, they were approaching a camp, and they seen the Omaha people dancing this dance. And so a lot of our dances, they originate from ceremony, and so that's what it would be, is the grass dance originally originated from that, and then where it is today. And you could go to pretty much any powwow and you're going to see grass dancers, just like the Ojibwe people. There's a lot of historians when it comes to the jingle dress dance. There's a family from Ontario that came out this way to the Blackfoot territory, and when the jingle dress was first introduced to powwows in the late 70s, early 80s, and they met with one of the families here. In fact, it was the Good Striker family, and then explained the jingle dress dance to them. And so basically what it is, it's a healing dance, and so jingle dress dancers dance it for their own reasons, and for their families, whatever it may be. And so you can go to any powwow and you're going to see jingle dress dancers at the various powwows. Chicken dance, it's one dance that we're very proud of in this area because it originates right from here, from the Blackfoot Confederacy. And so you can go to any powwow you want in North America, but in order to be a champion, you have to win right here in the Blackfoot Confederacy, and you'll be considered a champion within chicken dancers. And then we have our traditional dancers. There are warriors for the men's, and when they dance, they're telling a story. When they're dancing the traditional style, and so there are different movements in that. It could be when they went to battle. It could be maybe a story that was passed down to them from their parents or grandparents, whatever it may be. And then of course we have our there's quite a few, but I'm just kind of going into just a few of them. Then we have our men's buckskin, or our headdress dancers. Now we have ladies that within the past couple years that have been introduced with the straight up headdress, and that's another dance that originates from here. But we do have our war bonnet dancers, and those are our leaders, our chiefs, our elders, and of course the ladies. They're our mothers, our grandmothers, and how they were gifted those was through their accomplishments and everything that they've gone through, both the men and the women. So judges, there will be a head dance judge for a powwow, and the dance judge is the person that will go out and ask individuals if they could be judges for the dance categories, whatever it may be. If it's men, they'll ask men usually if they could judge the other men dancers, the male dancers. And for the female dancers, they'll ask a female judges. It's usually maybe about 6 judges. And so usually when judges are out there, it's nice for them to be honest, because we travel around, we have family all over the place. And if you have any relatives out there, it's best to say and let the head judge know, well, I have relatives out there, because you don't want to be accused of picking your relatives or anything like that. And so when judges are out there, they're looking at the footwork and the different styles. So whatever the singers are singing, the dancers have to be able to know how to dance to that style, like a crow hop, a straight, a side step, whatever it may be. Then the judges have to look out for that, because there's different styles. And so you're looking at the footwork, and you're looking at, like, even the fancy dancers, the top, the roach, the top of it has to constantly be moving. And if it's not moving back and forth, then that's something to look at. Maybe you're not going to give them as many points as you would based on the other dancers. I guess the chicken dance. I have to go with the chicken dance. Here we don't spin, we don't turn around. So I guess there's contemporary chicken dancers, and chicken dancers, like we've told them, don't dance with two fans and stuff like that. And just to be respectful of the dance itself. And there's a reason why it's danced this way. And sometimes our, I guess our being young, we want to change things, but we really need to think and listen to our elders. And our elders tell us this is the way that it's danced, and there's perfect reason for it. And it all started from ceremony, like all the dances. And so in the dances, they didn't do all this what is happening now. And so if they're dancing it the way that how it was shown to the Blackfoot people, this dance, then it's going to look good all over the place. And the same thing with jingle dress dancers. Like there's different styles. There's contemporary. You'll see the contemporary dancers dancing with a fan. Then there's the straight dancers. And my daughter, she's still young, and so over the years we've been working with her, and so we've kind of been looking at different dancers and borrowing, I guess, what works, and saying this is what looks good. And so we've been really working with her over the years to dance the way that it was supposed to be. And so we've she's been dancing the straight style of jingle dress. But just getting out there itself, it's difficult just to even get out there in the dance floor and to be able to dance and to just enjoy it. And that's what it's about. And this past year, if anything, it has taught us the importance of living in the moment, appreciating friends and family, and those visits that we can have, because for over a year we didn't have them. And we've been doing things like this virtual. And so when we get out there, to make sure that that we're respectful of whatever we do as much as possible, because a lot of us have lost families and are still grieving because of the sickness that was brought onto the whole world. We would have traditional powwows on the reserve throughout the winter months, and when we would have them, they would people just get out there and enjoy themselves. Competition powwows would be more for the summertime, and of course there's competition powwows throughout the year, but more so in the summer. Just last weekend in Amskapi, Pikani and Browning, they had a traditional powwow, and it was nice and relaxed. The grand entry was at a later time in the day, and so people were able to visit, and people were able to see relatives and friends they haven't seen in over a year. And the other thing that I noticed is with traditional was people were able just to get out there and enjoy themselves, versus knowing that if it's competition, well, you have to be ready at a certain time, you have to be fully dressed if you want to be able to get the full points for grand entry. And of course, as Indians, we always show up late to powwows, and it was okay if you were late at a traditional powwow, and it was okay if you didn't have your hair all finished. You could finish it at a later time. And so it was nice just for us to get together and to know that we were going to have a good time by just having a traditional powwow, and everybody was going to get money, and nobody had to worry about if they were going to eat, because they had a big feast. And so just those kind of things, and I actually really enjoyed it, and I really hope there are more traditional powwows where people could just come together and just to know that they could visit and have a good time and enjoy themselves throughout the weekend.